Hey everybody, welcome to Profit Co-Pilot. This channel is all about helping you to get more independence and freedom through online entrepreneurship. So if you have a website or an email list, hit the subscribe button now and you will get more videos that will help you to increase your profit online. So today I'm talking about subliminal messages, and this is really controversial. Let me say something about subliminal messages. It's mostly a hoax. I'll get into why in a second, but I'm doing this video really to test the waters when it comes to psychological marketing, because that's the area that I am most interested in. All the other stuff like generating traffic, writing sales copy, and all that stuff is fantastic. I love it. But when it comes to marketing, the real draw for me is the psychology and the psychological aspect of creating messages that resonate with people on a deeper level. Today I'm going to talk about an ethical form of subliminal advertising called perception without awareness. I'll tell you about that in a second, but most of what we know about subliminal messaging is a hoax. Now, in 1957, a chap called James Vickery claimed that by flashing images on a cinema screen, he was able to increase the sales of Coca-Cola and popcorn by 57%. And then I think it was in 1962, he revealed that it was a hoax, that the whole subliminal messaging thing was just a fabrication. But that didn't stop other people from running with it and writing books about it. And in fact, in the 1970s, the United Nations declared subliminal messaging a major threat to human rights. So, because of those negative connotations, researchers now approach subliminal advertising from a different point of view, and they call it P.W.A, perception without awareness. And this has solid data, solid evidence to support the fact that people can be influenced without them realizing it. So I'll give you a really good example. Researchers did a fascinating experiment in a wine shop. They found that on days when they played French music, the total sales of French wine increased by around 65%. And then they repeated the experiment, but for German wine. So they played German music, and on those days, the sales of German wine increased by 83%. And that's pretty conclusive evidence that proves that we are susceptible to subliminal influence, at least on some level. That said, we can't make someone do something that they don't want to do, but we can tip the scales in a certain direction just a little bit if the prospect has already decided that they want to take a particular type of action. So for example, you can't make somebody hungry, but you can influence the choice of food that a prospect chooses if they are already hungry. Do you see how that works? So I'm going to tell you how you can use this in a second. The important thing to know is to think in terms of senses. And when you engage someone's senses, you can influence the outcome of their actions. Remember the days of digital marketing when you had a guru on the beach pointing to his luxury home that overlooks the sea on the cliff and that wonderful view? Well, I think that the days of those types of videos and those sales messages are over because it's too obvious and it's too cheesy. But if we take the essence of why that works, we can then apply that to a multitude of situations across practically every niche, and we can get as creative with it as we like, or we can really dial it back and have it very subtle. I will say, as soon as someone becomes aware that you are engineering the environment they're in or the multi-sensory experience, if you draw obvious conscious focus to a subliminal, it will no longer work. So how can you use this? Well, this is really up to you and your own creativity. Don't do anything that you're uncomfortable with. I believe that this is perfectly ethical because when you go into a supermarket and you get the nice smell of bread, that's not an accident. So retailers have been using this technique for decades, and only now are we digital marketers discovering ways that we can utilize this online. But how can you do this? Well, it could be something as simple as creating a subconscious link between you and your favorite superhero, for example. Or if you want to imply that you are maybe friends with your prospects, you can do that by the environment that you're in, and carefully chosen items may be placed in the background, or clothes that you're wearing might convey a certain message. As soon as you draw attention and focus to that subliminal, it no longer works. So it is completely up to you as a grown-up, as an adult, to decide what is best for you and your sales message. If you want to use this, I completely understand. I have used these techniques in my own videos in the past, and I have seen fantastic results. So it is entirely up to you if you want to use this technique and to what extent. So thank you for checking this out. Hit the like button below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the little notification bell, and you will get another video from me tomorrow, and that will help you to get more independence and freedom through online entrepreneurship. So if you have a website or an email list, you're going to get useful, actionable tips from me every single day. Thank you for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you again tomorrow.